I'm already freaking myself out over this. We found one, and he's basically ready now. And so probably in the next 3 to 4 weeks. Go on.
Please let me out. I definitely am right here.
Come on, get through there.
It's definitely spooky in there.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if you're like this, but if you are, let me know. I am tired just thinking about all the things that I've signed up to do, and that list has suddenly become much longer lately than I thought it was going to be a couple weeks ago. It's not that I'm regretting it, it's just, boy, this is a lot of work. Howdy folks, my name's Reagan. Welcome back to the GWP Homestead. I thought this would be a great opportunity to kind of catch you up on some of the things that have been going on, are going to be going on, because there's quite a few things that are going to be going on in the next, I don't know, few weeks to a month to 2 months maybe. A lot of exciting stuff here for our farm, but wow, it's a lot of work and not a lot of time to get any of it done. I think those kids have 3 or 4 of those Power Wheels toys, and that's the only one that works. Been meaning to fix the other ones, but I just haven't got around to it yet, so one more thing on the list. I wish that thing had an odometer. In the past year, I think they've probably put 150 miles on it just driving it around. If you've watched our channel before, you know that my wife Megan and I and our 3 kids live on about 10 acres here in western Kentucky, where we are trying to use our land to grow as much food and provide as much food for our family as we can. Sudden change of scenery. Harriet decided to fly into the stall with the dog, so don't be doing that. One of the things we've been wanting to do for a while now is meat chickens, and last week we officially pre-ordered our first batch of meat chickens to be here late February, spring of 2023. Feels kind of crazy that we had to put that order in 3 months ahead of time, but I guess that's the way of the world right now. Maybe that's always been the case. I don't know. It's our first time doing meat chickens, but we're really excited. A lot of work to do to get prepared for that, though. We got to get our plucker going. We do have a plucker, which is kind of neat. It's old and kind of rickety, but I'm excited to get it out. Seems like everybody's interested in the plucker. And you'll see why one of these days. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you can be a part of that when we get to work refurbing that thing. We're going to raise the chickens out here in the pasture, so we've got to build a tractor that we can move the birds around in and get all the feeders and all that stuff ready. And of course, they're going to be here in February. We'll have to make sure that they do have a little bit of heat, a heat lamp they can kind of gather around, just in case there's a couple of cold nights while they're still in the brooder. But we love chicken. We love chicken, and we're real excited for the chance to grow it here on our farm. That goat is mad at me. I don't know if you can hear her. Let's go check on her. Let's check on the baby. I know you haven't seen the baby here in a minute. You want to see the goat too? She wants to go see the goat. Let's go see the goat. Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoop, she got some hops. Look, she got some hops. A few zoomies. Back up, back up, back up. Look, get behind the camera, please. Junie. She knows how to walk. It's a she, honey. No, hey girls. She is absolutely adorable. Juniper's checking the camera out. Wish I had better lighting. I really have to get some better lighting in here in the barn. But little girl here, oh I know, is just absolutely precious. Woo! There she goes.
Hi, Rosemary.
Juniper.
Hi, Rosemary.
Yep, and we did name the goat Rosemary. The baby goat's name is Rosemary, if you didn't catch that. We got a couple more does that are due around Christmas and New Year's, give or take a few days here and there. Super excited for those. Those will be Calamity Jane and Minnie Pearl, their first freshens. So we get a couple more first-time mamas, which a little bit nerve-wracking, but that'll be okay. If they're anything like Juniper, she's done a great job. Maybe they'll only have, 1 or 2 kids when they're their first time. We don't love them to have a whole bunch. You're trying to eat my armpit. Carhartt hoodie. I like them because they're tough. The goats like them apparently because they're tasty. one thing about raising animals in December, especially when it's cold in December like it is right now. It's not always cold in December in Kentucky, but when the waters are empty, you better fill them up before nightfall. Because if you wait, the hose is going to get frozen and everything just gets more difficult. So, do it now. Water off, please! Well, it never fails. Change of plans. The free-range goats decided to play a little bit too close to the road, so we're going to get them in. Okay, over up.
Okay, I'm better than you.
Oh my goodness, it's everyone. The whole gang! Okay, close the door.
That was the worst time of my life.
Was it? The worst time of his life, he says. What'd you find?
That's my dick.
You found a dick.
Yeah. A baby.
Now that I've been thoroughly distracted, that's okay. That's my own fault. Nobody can fix it but me, but it's probably not going to happen. We are trying to figure out, kind of nail down where we're going to get our next beef steer from. Since we bought our place, each summer we have raised a beef steer, half of it for us, the other half we'll sell to somebody. Last year we did 2 steers. That was a nightmare. We found one from a guy we know, really close. Well, he handles his cattle very, very well. They are tame. Compared to the last 2 that we had that were wild, these 2 are basically kind of like big old lap dogs. Or this cow, there's not 2, excuse me, it's 1. I'm already freaking myself out over this. We found one, and he's basically ready now. And so probably in the next 3 to 4 weeks, right around Christmas, right around the time I need to be getting stuff ready for meat chickens, right around the time we're going to be having some more goats being born, why not get ready for a beef steer? It's not like I've, haven't done any fence work or anything. I'm nervous about it. I think it's going to be better. The first one we did, what we had absolutely no experience with, was a dream. He didn't test the fence. He didn't have any problems at all. I mean, he was a delight. The other one wasn't too bad, and then the last 2 were the most frightening, overwhelming thing I've ever done. I was so just done. Now the beef's really good, but I was done. I was checked out. I didn't want to, not like I didn't want to do it, but I was ready for a break. I guess I've had my break, and now it's time to get ready for beef. Now we need it. Our pastures really need it. You can see behind me, we didn't have anything. Our dairy goats come out here and graze. They can't even put a dent. I've got about 3 acres of fenced-in pasture. They can't even put a dent in this stuff, and then once it gets up so tall, like what we have here, they don't touch it. And so I need bigger animals out here, more stuff just working and mowing this grass down. And, eventually, knock on wood, I'm going to get my bush hog, get my tractor going, and where I can keep up with some of this with the mowing. But the grass is growing on its own. I would rather not put dollars in the form of fuel and then my own time as well, mowing and keeping this grass cut to where it looks short and it's less of a wildfire hazard, I guess. If an animal's out here eating, I'm paying for the land. The grass is already growing. If I can, instead of paying money to keep the land looking well, have something that's growing dollars in the form of an animal, that's a much better use of this square footage, this acreage, than if, I'm trying to be a good steward of my money. I work hard for it. Growing beef is a great way to do that, but it's just a little nerve-wracking. Maybe you're more put together than I am. Maybe I'm just a scatterbrained crazy person. I don't know. Out here, I'm doing my best, and I guess that's the way. Maybe it's the way I was meant to do it. I don't know. One more thing that I am really excited to tell you about as the sun is setting and the temperature is dropping like a rock. Next week, our next video, we're going to be part of a collaboration. Our part of this is going to be 5 things that we wish we knew before we got goats. The topic of this series, this is a collaboration with a handful of other homesteady type YouTubers. 5 things that we wish we knew before blank. I know we're going to have some talk about bees and chickens. If you're wanting to put food on your family's table with whatever land it is that you've got, whether it's a half acre, a half dozen, or a half 1,000 acres, I don't know. If you're wanting to do that and you're kind of new and inexperienced, I want you to watch that series. I'm going to go ahead and link the other channels that we're doing this with in the description of this video and then on that new video as well. Again, it's a whole series on all these different things. Our topic is going to be our adorable goats. So there's going to be more baby goats next week, but a lot of other things. We're super excited to be a part of this, and I hope that you're excited to watch it. But now I am thoroughly exhausted, and I think, I'm getting over a head cold. Megan's come down with it, and it has been one of those days. So hopefully we're all going to be on the mend soon, And Christmas is coming. I hope everyone's excited to celebrate the birth of our Savior, Jesus Christ. Thank you so much for being a part of this video, for being a part of our channel, for watching it. I say it all the time. Thank you so much for spending any amount of your time watching our videos. It really does mean the world to me. Thank you so much. My name's Reagan. This is the GWP Homestead. See you soon.